Welcome to the Sometimes Weekly Show. I'm your host, Resego Tabane, and oh, what now, South Africa? Well, I'll tell you what, he's back, and in fact, he never actually left. This man will not let us forget him. Ex-President Jacob Zuma. This man is like the ex you were with in a toxic relationship and just won't leave you alone. You guys should have broken up way before you actually did, and now that you're broken up, they either want to see you miserable or get back together. And we're finna get back together. The levels of political pettiness are at an all-time high. As we all know, Jacob Zuma is finally being prosecuted for his crimes against the state, and not too long ago he held a rally to complain about how unfair it all is. During the course of this rally, I kid you not, he said he was tired of behaving. Bruh, if the past 9 years have been him behaving, then Lord save us for the day this man begins to misbehave. We'll find ourselves in a situation. During the rally, he also continued to say that when he was president, he had respect for the office and the people of this nation.
Bitch, where? Tell me you a real one. Bitch, where? Tell me you go kill some. Bitch, where? Say you in the field, huh? Bitch, where? Hey,
This coming from a man who just took a 9-year-long piss on the Republic, and all that's left anywhere that he was is a steaming pile of crap for anyone but him to pick up and clean. This man had the Midas touch, but instead of gold, we ain't get no gold. What we got, alarming dysfunctionality, a lot of corruption, and an Indian family to rule over us. It's like we got a bootleg version of Aladdin, but instead of a whole new world, we got shown a whole new low. There was no flying carpet, it was just lies and hardships with this man. In other ANC news, Gwede Mantashe booed off stage in KZN where delegates refused to be spoken to by their own national chairperson. Gwede is quoted to have said that if this is an ANC conference, then I will speak. Well then, it must not have been an ANC conference, because according to the Daily Sun, the way it went down was he went up on stage singing and dancing to the songs that were being sung about him, but then he was booed so much that he just had to leave the stage. He just couldn't take it. and you know what I think is the funniest thing about this is the fact that he first tried to play along. So like, he first got on stage and it was like, yes, sit down, be humble, sit down, little, he's like, hey guys, and then after a while, it's like, it started getting like a little bit hurtful, like, I don't got never wanted to speak anymore. And then he just had to bounce after that, so yeah, that's quite sad. You know what else is funny about this? Is that this was an ANC member conference. It's not like they were trying to get new people. Like this was like they were speaking to their delegates. Like these are ANC try-hards. So like a crowd of like a few hundred or thousand or whatever it was, each and every one of those people woke up that morning and they got up and they were like, okay, they did whatever their morning routine is, and then when they were picking what to wear, they were like, okay, which one of my Zuma face t-shirts am I gonna wear? So many options. I'm cut down to my top 10 favorites. Okay, I'm gonna take this one, and just after they've already picked out their matching tracksuits, because these are the people who actually know where to buy the ANC merch, and they don't these are people who paid to look like they're a part of the ANC. Like these are try-hard members, and then they went and they were in the streets and they were singing their struggle songs and their songs of joy, and they were there in the crowd knowing Gwede was gonna be on the stage, and they did all of that whole lead up to that morning, even the day before when their friends were saying, let's go for brunch tomorrow morning. They're like, no, I have to be at this thing because we gotta go boo Gwede. We got each and every one of them literally did all of that. That entire build up went to there to be part of a crowd to boo Gwede off stage and then leave. I told you. The levels of political pettiness, the levels of pettiness in general are at an all-time high. That has got to hurt for Gwede. Almost as much as if by some freak piece of legislation, Cyril Ramaphosa was no longer the president of the ANC, or was no longer the president of the ANC, and then Zuma was put back as the president of the ANC. But that could never happen. Anyway, in other news, by some freak piece of legislation, it might be possible for Jacob Zuma to become president of the ANC again, and Cyril Ramaphosa to be cut out. So, how you doing, Mariki? Yeah, how much did you say those tickets to Australia were? Huh? Ish. Yeah, okay. Okay, bye, Mariki. So according to the Citizen, what's happened is a part of the branch in the Eastern Cape of the ANC is moving to nullify their elective conference that they had before the December National ANC conference. And if that gets nullified, if that actually goes through the courts and everything is whatever, okay, this is nullified, this whole thing counted for nothing, then guess what? The whole December conference also gets counted for nothing, and that makes the last valid NEC Jacob Zuma's NEC. Therefore, it would return to that council that it was before this new one was Cyril was actually appointed, and that would leave Cyril as the president of the republic, but it would return all actual power to Jacob Zuma, and our ex would get exactly what they wanted. A miserable us. And us back together. It's like a double whammy for them. It's just too much. With that, there's also the possibility that we would have to wait until 2019 until our next breakup attempt. Yay! And in other, more positive news, quota systems may actually work. I'll be down. Who would have thought, right? I mean, who would have thought? If you thought that we were pushing quota systems before, you're gonna see how we're gonna push quota systems from now on. Look, here's what's up. If the word quota or transformation used to make your skin crawl before, you can chill. You can finally chill. Take solace in this fact. The best Bok performance in recent history, and by history I mean in the past year or so, came from the blackest team of all time. The squad led by Kolisili. Y'all were freaking out for nothing. Y'all were worried about quota systems messing up rugby. Yet here we are, we have black players on the team, and we're winning. These are not mutually exclusive events. And now walk with me, okay? Now that we have this working out in sports, it just took a little time. It just needed a little bit of time to let the systems go, let some good guys actually get through the system. That's all it needed. Now that it's worked with sports, next time we bring up quotas in land, in employment, and in university answers or education or whatever else that's required, just remember these victories. And then remember that the deficit is only a consequence of trying to fix the wrongs of the past. It's just something we gotta get over. And then once that happens, it enables us to band together and beat the greatest advocates of colonialism, England. And I'm sure that's a goal we can all get behind as a country. This has been the Sometimes Weekly Show presented by Straight Arrow Entertainment. I am your host, Resego Tabane, and until next time, stay blessed.